This is Lambeth Country Show, a free community festival held annually on Brockwell Park. Lambeth Council frame it as their way of giving back after hosting back-to-back private events on the public park through the summer. But not everyone is happy with this deal.
So my name is Rebecca Shaman. I've lived on Brockwell Park on and off for 23 years. I don't have a garden and I use the park on a daily basis. I swim in the Lido, I meet friends here, but most importantly, I use it as my safe haven to sit, to read, to meditate, and to be out in nature. And over the last few years, I've seen an increasing scale of these events and the ecological damage that it leaves the park in and the effect it's having on the wildlife, the noise, the pollution, the waste. And I was getting more and more concerned that there wasn't enough being done to repair and reparate what was happening.
Rebecca wasn't alone. She joined local campaign group Protect Brockwell Park, who say their mission is to protect the park and hold Lambeth Council to account. This year, she acted as the claimant in a legal challenge of the council's planning permissions for the events.
So we won the court case. The judge found that they had overextended their planning permit from 28 days to 37 days. And so they quashed the CLOPED, which is the planning permission rights to house temporary events in the park.
Lambeth Council managed to get the correct permissions in place and the festival still went ahead as planned. Some members of the community at Lambeth Country Show didn't think that was such a bad thing.
This is a fundamentally good thing for the community. So many people are here today having a great time. Do you know what I mean? It feels like a very small sacrifice in the long run for such a great game. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Fundamentally, this is a great thing. And I have the sense that something like this wouldn't be able to happen without the prior festival.
Protect Brockwell Park make it clear that they aren't anti-festival. They just want the ones that go ahead to be responsible and sustainable.
The problem is when they're year on year, even Glastonbury has fallow years, every festival has fallow years to give the land time to rest. So we're not against events, we're just against the long-term industrial scale events that are happening without really looking at the long-term impacts of that and what would be needed in order to ensure that the park flourishes, the community flourishes, and the events community flourishes.
Lambeth Council have been contacted for a right of reply. At the time of publication, no response has been given. However, 1 week after the High Court judgment, Councillor Donata Sanyamwu, Lambeth's Cabinet Member for Stronger Communities, issued a statement. He said, "We continue to engage in depth with residents and have done over a number of years about holding events in parks and have made major changes around the timing, frequency, revised parking and traffic management, improved noise monitoring, independent ecological impact assessment, and footprints of the events to accommodate local concerns. Clearly, it will never be possible to please everybody, and we will continue to engage with all residents, community groups, and businesses to hear the concerns raised by local people around noise, the condition of the park, and the impact on the surrounding area, and we will continue to work hard to put in place mitigations." For the Protect Brockwell Park campaigners, a collaboration between council and community is key.
They need to have community liaisons with us to discuss how they're using the park, because the park was given to trust to Lambeth for the people.